Hello everyone, this is JR from JR's Cards. I got a package today and I haven't fully opened it all up yet. This is something I bought kind of to break open and resell, something cheap. And I'm going to show you just exactly what condition this showed up in. I do think the stuff that I initially purchased is going to be in good condition. But we've had a lot of rain here in the Midwest. So the box, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's a little, it's not, I don't want to say it's wet, but it's obviously been wet. So I opened this up, and as you can see, a lot of the cards here are not protected whatsoever. And I'm thinking that he put a lot of these cards here on the top, kind of as a buffer. But I don't know, I just think that's really weird. You know, I know that this stuff is cheap. You know, what I bought is you know, cheaper stuff. But it doesn't cost much money to protect the cards. The stuff I think I initially purchased are in the boxes here. So I think everything else was kind of just thrown in to help, you know, once again, protect this stuff. I don't get it. You know, I'm not super pissed off. You know, like this stuff most likely is kind of freebie stuff. But I mean, here's a Nolan Ryan. And it still looks like it's in decent shape. You can see a dinged corner down there and down up here. And maybe it had dinged corners already. Harold Baines. I mean, that Nolan Ryan, you know, a lot of these don't have any real true value, but come on, like, bubbles cost nothing. Yeah, I say that. It costs a little bit, but it's pretty crazy. You know, these are definitely cards that I could have resold, or you know, whoever, you know, the person that sold me this. There's some basketball. I'll have to sort through it. I know nothing about basketball. It's 92 tops. So, you know, and the thing is, too, it's not just straight up commons. And we'll go through all these. And, I try not to sell anything that's damaged, unless it's vintage. Obviously, there is a demand for vintage. But 90 wax is not going to have any resale value, you know, even if I'm giving it away. I don't want to give people a bunch of nicked up stuff. You know, there's no, not saying it's got to be gem at 10 either, but Sharon White, Anthony Miller, I think that's a name. A decent name, I don't know. So regardless, I'll go through this whole box here. And everything that's, you know, you can see down here, those cards got damaged. It either got wet or the box got dropped on that corner. And this came from the U.S. Postal Service. To me, it doesn't matter if you ship it UPS, Postal Service, FedEx. I mean, a lot of those places, I used to work at one of them, I won't say which one, but it's about speed and accuracy, but speed is the big key. So, you know, they're literally, in a sense, tossing these boxes around, trying to hurry up and get it to the next place. So I'm not seeing any big stars, but I mean, John Olerud, semi-star. Actually, that doesn't look too bad for being near that corner. I honestly don't have the room for all this stuff on this table. Horace Grant. So this video will get better. I'm kind of holding onto it. Now, so really, this was just a show. Oh, the havoc it wreaked. And we'll actually start going through what I purchased and what I want to sell, and or go through myself. I'm trying to get set up on live to do live feeds. And I've just been really busy. Okay. So, we'll break these open. So these are all Topps Gold winner cards. That's what came in the white boxes. There's a George Brett, Mike Mussina. They don't look damaged. But I need to sort through all those. So that's what most of this is 92 Topps. Topps Gold winner. Lots of them. So if anyone that has any interest in these, I mean, I know obviously they don't go for a lot of money. So we can work something out. I came across this lot. And I was like, man, I have none. No 92 Topps, Topps Gold winner. You know, for the most part, they're low end. But there's definitely some stars and Hall of Famers that I'm sure people would like to pick up on. You know, Topps, 92 Topps is easy to get. Gold winners is not as easy. Once again, they're not rare by any means. I don't want to give that impression. And then the other thing I have are these packs. And these are the actual Cello packs for 92 Topps Gold winner. So I think these are 10 cards per pack. So Dan Pasqua, Gary Carter on the back, Biggio Gill, which isn't a name anymore, but what? Got Barry Bonds on the front, Mike Huff. Here we go. Cal Ripken on the front. So these are going to be uncirculated. It's hard to tell, but these are. It's kind of like a pack of cards. It's I don't know what to call it. You know, they're folded over here. They're not loose or anything like that. You know, if I start pulling on that. So I would like to sell these to anyone that either wants, the star that's on the front, or if you want to open them up, Wade Boggs on the back of that one. And I think once I go through all these cards, I'm going to have a lot of stars already out of the package too. So I was thinking about these, selling them for $1 a piece. Andy Van Slyke on the front. So I guess it depends on your definition of star. Rafael Belliard, not a star to me. Deion Sanders, kind of in the middle of the road for baseball. Obviously, he's a football Hall of Famer. So I'll probably do up another video, or like I said, I'd like to see about going live. I'll start showing off the better ones. Wade Boggs on the front of that one. Luis Gonzalez Cup card. It's a cool one. There's a Chipper Jones. Second year card. Some people treat this as a rookie card. Being top prospects and all. I'm going to turn this light on. See if that helps out. I know it causes a glare, but it seems really dark in here. This would have been a big deal in '92. Brian Taylor. With Craig Biggio on the back. So, I'll figure out some pricing and so on. Craig Biggio. There's a Cal Ripken. Really, I would like some. I might open some of these up myself. Because there's a few cards I want. I would love to have the Griffey and Thomas, but obviously there's going to be some demand for those guys anyway. This one has Robin Yount on the back. You got a Kirby Puckett on the back. Rickey Henderson. And just so everyone's clear, these are the Topps Gold winner. There's a Topps Gold and a Topps Gold winner. Ruben Sierra. There's a Canseco on the back of that one. So the purpose of this video was for two different reasons. One, to look at the rough packaging. But, I can't complain too much because what I paid for were these Topps Gold winner packs. Like I said, I saw these pop up. I was going through my collection, and I have no Topps Gold winner cards. And anyone that knows me, I'm a sucker for 90s parallel, inserts, all the above. There's a part of me that just doesn't want to sell these at all. Just bust them all open and pull out all my Hall of Famers like I like to do. And it's Chris Sabo. But then you got Craig Biggio on the back. So I'd have to check them. Like I said, I think even for the most premium cards here, you're not. These things aren't worth a lot of money, but I think it'd be fun. I personally think $1 is good for the $1. I get distracted when I look at cards, and I'm talking at the same time. $1 to either pull something good out of these packs, or like I said, keep it in the pack and throw it in your PC for if you're a player collector or just a pack collector. Got tons of basketball here. Like I said, I'd love to pull out any Michael Jordans. Some big names maybe. There most likely isn't any of that in here, but as soon as I empty this box, we'll kind of burn through some of these real quick. But the pricing isn't official, but I'm thinking $1 a pack. Might be good all around. And lots of cards in here. Lots of cards. And this box had some good weight to it. There's lots. And like I said, the base cards or the single cards. Anything that's damaged. Get some room here. I got so many freaking cards everywhere. I have no room. So I'm just going to go through these really fast. So see if anything. Let's see if it's all garbage. Any basketball cards. I'll probably do a separate video once I get everything sorted. Basketball I will sell or trade. Hockey. You know, hockey. The only things I might pull out of hockey are Gretzky. Like I said, I doubt this Gretzky. Michael Jordan for basketball. But when it comes to sports I don't care for, I'm not trying to get I'm not trying to get the best value out of it by any means. Just maybe trade it for baseball, something of equal value. Because I collect baseball and a little football. Yeah, I'll do a different video once I get everything organized. And so the stuff I'm willing to unload fast and cheap. Definitely about any other sports other than baseball. And I will probably pull all the dinged up stuff out. And I don't know what to do with it, honestly. I have a bunch of rookie cards that are dinged up from the 80s and 90s that, I don't want to put them on eBay. I mean, I could and say, hey, these are dinged up. And take a good picture of it. There's a bunch of gold cards. For the most part, commons. Lee Smith. Ruben Sierra. No, Julio Franco. This stack here looks like just straight 92 Topps base. Like I said, it's going to take me. No one wants to sit here and watch me organize all this crap. But on my own time, I'll sort through it all. And thought that was Maddox for a second. Mike Greenwell. Robin Yount. Hall of Famer in there. So, just on this little video, if anything pops out, or you have any interest in anything, if you have interest in the gold cards, you have interest in the basketball or whatever, I don't have time today to organize it. But this weekend I will, and I'll just kind of put that stuff in the front. Basketball, Henry Turner, John Curry, Robert Parrish. I think he's somebody. I could have sworn he played for Boston. That says Charlotte. Henry Turner, Anthony Miller. That seems, I think I said that name earlier. Michael Smith. This is a lot of cards. Eric Mobley, Michael Smith. Some 95 Leaf. I believe that's 95 Leaf. Ultra, Tom Browning. 90 Upper Deck. 94 Donruss. There's a Dennis Eckersley. 95 Flair. Michael Williams. There's Eddie Murray. Gold. I saw Jim Leland in there. And towards the end of this video, I will put up some more. I'll show off the packs again. 'Cause like I said, that's really what I was buying here. Gary Carter Gold. Tony Fernandez. We can do team lots of the stuff that's already opened. Topps Gold. I mean, whatever. 90 Upper Deck. Basketball. 95. There's a John Kruk. Now, if I were to use cards to kind of cushion hey, there's an Ozzie Smith. Edgar Martinez. If I were to use cards to cushion a package, it would be straight commons. No semi-stars, no minor stars. I mean, it'd be guys that no one's heard of or were, you know, bench players for a year or two, bullpen guys for a year or two. Definitely no Hall of Famers. There's an Eddie Murray. And I'm not ragging on the dude too much. Like I said, I got what I paid for, plus a bunch of other stuff that may or may not be damaged. So, I just hate seeing it. I have boxes of commons that were straight commons. Like, there's no stars of any sort in them. There might be error cards for all I know. Other than that, Dennis Eckersley. And I can't just throw them out. I mean, they take up a lot of space. I need to start unloading them. Really, the only price I want to get for them is what I paid for the boxes that they're in. You know, some of the boxes I buy are $5. So it'd be nice to make $1 on the box, so $6 boxes. Not shipping them, you know, they weigh too much. So Kansas City guy, Hal McRae, manager. If you get bored, type in on YouTube Hal McRae. I don't know what you would type in. Tirade. Hal McRae being angry. In the early 90s, he lost his temper after a game and started throwing things and yelling and cussing. And I don't think he was with the team too much longer after that. It was a kind of a big deal here in Kansas City, but I do see an interesting 92 Topps card coming up, though. Jose Canseco. Robin Ventura. Sorry, I'm burning through these. Like I said, no one wants to sit here and watch me. Hey! Got a Roger Clemens All-Star and a Frank Thomas. I'm always down for Frank Thomas and Ken Griffey Jr. cards. That's something else I want to sell. I buy lots of Griffey and the Jim Thome second-year card. If we can get that thing to focus there. I get a lot of duplicates of Griffey and Frank Thomas from buying the lots that I buy, trying to fill spots. And I'd like to start selling some of those off really cheap. And I do have a bunch of low-end vintage, like really low-end, just stuff that's in rough shape. Would like to start putting those up on videos and trying to unload some of those for anyone that needs to just fill spots. And there are Hall of Famers. I have a lot of 75 Topps Hall of Famers. They're in a little rough shape. And I want to throw those up for sale here relatively soon too. And do it on video so you can fully see the condition. And obviously I won't burn through it as fast as I'm burning through these. And like I said, it's a lot of set fillers. It's a lot of, you know, Willie Stargell. You know, hey, I don't have any Willie Stargell. For $1, I'll buy a Willie Stargell card. You know, it's all stuff I'd bought for around the same price. But then as I started getting more and more vintage, these became duplicates, triplets, and so on. So I'm the kind of person that doesn't hoard. I'd rather get rid of my duplicates and stuff. Randy Johnson. Get rid of the duplicates and buy other stuff I don't have. Juan Gonzalez. Jay Buhner, Julio Franco, Aaron Seeley. Saying a lot of names I don't think anyone cares about. I'll make a new video of the least known names just to bore everyone, including myself. Now, I was under the impression I was going to get a lot more Topps Gold cards that weren't packaged. I'll go back and read it. That was a Dave Winfield record breaker. I don't know what record he broke at the time. I probably should have stopped and looked. So, 92 Topps wasn't a big Albert Belle. I think Albert Belle might get into the Hall of Fame, like possibly get into the Hall of Fame on the whole the writers voting him in. If I'm saying that right. I mean, I think he's already lost eligibility the first time around, but it was like a 5 or 6 year span where he was just a monster hitter. And he was one of those power hitters. I mean, he didn't hit for a high average, but he wasn't batting no 220 either. This guy was consistently in the MVP race. Horace Grant. I know that name. Don't know if he's any good or not. Pat Durham. Anthony Miller. Anthony Miller. There seems to be a lot of Anthony Miller in here. The same card. Okay. Last stack here, then we'll go through the packs one more time. Mike Greenwell, Andrés Galarraga. So Lou Whitaker, an upside down Lou Whitaker. Pete O'Brien. That's funny because there's a Peter O'Brien floating around, currently playing. I don't know if he's on a major league team currently, but Peter O'Brien has a lot of power. I think that's about all he has. Kind of one-dimensional. Played for the Royals for spring training. And I think he led the team in home runs in spring training that year. Jim Abbott. I wanted them to give him a chance, and I think they did. And then he just kind of bombed. John Olerud. Eddie Murray. I think there's quite a bit of Eddie Murray in here. Mark Dubasol. Cincinnati Reds logo. Okay, well that's it for those. Alright, let's take a look at these packs one more time. I might have to break 1 or 2 open just to make sure that they're legit. You know, they should be kind of tough to open, but not too tough. And like I said, these are a little different than actual wax packs. Anyone that's trying to rip someone off on 92 Topps Gold winner cards would be kind of funny. So 92, I don't know why I'm saying 92, we all know that. So this one has Deion Sanders on the back. Andy Van Slyke, Cedino, Joe Carter, Jeff Brentley, Brian Williams, Wade Boggs, Earl Hershiser, Kevin Moss, good one, Cal Ripken Jr. right on the front there, and Shirley Davis on the back. Barry Bonds, Mike Huff, Benji Gill, Terry Lee. I don't think that Benji Gill was. That's straight up common. Dan Pasquale, Gary Carter, Rob Duce, I don't know how you say his name. Robin Yount, Marvin Freeman, John Smoltz, Jim Deshays, John Smoltz, George Belle, Damon Berryhill. That's no Hall of Famers there. Cal Ripken Jr. All-Star, Paul Ossenmacher, Craig Biggio, Kurt Stillwell, Brian Taylor, Craig Biggio. I feel like that Brian Taylor might have some demand just because that was an iconic thing in 92. This one, Chipper Jones, I think is one of the better ones. Jim Ganther. Luis Gonzalez, Vince Palacios. That one's kind of a semi-star type pack. Tyrone Hill, Wade Boggs, Jack Armstrong, Gary Carter, Wade Boggs, Bobby Rose. Down to the last bit here, Chris Sabo, Craig Biggio, Ken Patterson, Roger McDowell. To me, that's a common, for the most part, a common pack. Ryan Sandberg, Bill Wegman, whoops, Paul O'Neill, Herm Winningham, Shawan Dunston, Rafael Palmiero, Robbie Thompson, Jose Canseco, Ruben Sierra, Ryan Bowen, Dale Strawberry. It's kind of a neat picture. Greg Vaughn. I don't think those are considered stars anymore. Rickey Henderson, record breaker. Brady Anderson. Last one. Leo Gomez, cup card, and Kirby Puckett. So I'm going to go ahead and open one of these while I got all this stuff out. I'll get one of these. We'll get Ken Patterson and Roger McDowell. I don't. So they feel legit to me. We got the Ken Patterson, John Wiener, Mo Vaughn, Jack Armstrong, Tom Candiotti. There's a Greg Maddux. So that's cool. And you got Greg Maddux right in the middle there. Don Robinson, Tom Kelly, Chili Davis, and Roger McDowell. So we'll pull that Maddux out, take a good look at it. Here's our Greg Maddux. To me, corners look good. And they should. There's no reason for these to have any kind of issues, but you know, I'm very skeptical of things I purchase online. So I always want to double check them. Hence why I broke one open. And like I said, someone that wastes time on low-end product to mess with them or pull all the stars out or something just seems silly. So that's it. I'll come up with some pricing. And then I'll put out another video with the pricing. And like I said, we can try to do this two ways. You know, you can buy them any way you want. I can open them up. I'm going to try to start doing that stuff live, or you can just take the package and do whatever you like with it. I know some people like wax packs that have stars showing. You know, and these might be kind of fun to do too. Too bad there's no Griffey on the front or Frank Thomas on the front. But yeah. So any interest, just put it in the comments. I'll see it. And if you're into a certain team or anything like that, I mean, I don't know. It just kind of depends on how this all pans out and what's in all these stacks. And then, of course, I still have these two boxes to roll through. And these are all Topps Gold. Well, this box looks like it's all Topps Gold winner. I think the other box was too. So, I mean, those hold probably 500 cards. So I might already have a bunch. So you might be able to get, you know, a pack with something on the front and get star cards. You know, we can work something out. Like I say, it's something I need to sort through and figure out. That's it for today. I mean, to me, this is an interesting stuff I bought. You know, nothing fancy or high end, and that's fine with me because I can't afford anything fancy or high end. So cool. Thanks for watching, and yeah, that's it.